There are things we can do. We bring it good news and we give it to you. We touch it for podcast and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Calling out people who willing to serve. Blessing that time and the efforts are rest. The brothers giving us here and the promise from them. The work of my life without fear.
I lyrical
Master.
Play Paris, who make on you. I can't Sktv-Lib. Say my journey, Tina get I say my jamo. And you no money, the more I go. And you love the more I
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandmother.
And I didn't ya to money, and I sang ya to money, and I couldn't play ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I didn't ya to money, and I sang ya to money, and I couldn't play ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I don't get it now ya to money. That's the baby, and I don't get it now. Cause you wanna call my ya to money. Yeah.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandmother.
There are things we can do. We bring it good news and we give it to you. We touch it for podcast and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Calling out people who willing to serve. The flesh, the time and the efforts are rest. The broadcast we giving a real and the promise from best. To work with my life without fear. From Grandfather Nima to Lusa, from Riverside to Raji to Chide, from Grand Crew, Bombing, Cape Mount, Montserrat to San to Backwalu, from Maryland, Bonkan to the Mikey B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, sorry, those of you. Yeah, so 4 minutes past 6. That's the time check. 4 minutes down, 6 o'clock from what I said on broadcast. Welcome to the midweek edition of the Sktv show. For matter of fact, today is Wednesday, the 25th of March, the 10th month. So that means time is really, really running. Time is moving with speed. Time waits for no man. That's why when you have the opportunity to serve, you serve well. So again, people, we're back. Last evening, we were going for a break, or in fact, we were finding our way home. So many things happened along the way. The government of Liberia, or through their joint security, head team, or what you may call the justice minister, council. In fact, let me tell some of you today. There are certain positions where yet the people names, they are lawyers. Anytime you hear the Ministry of Justice, Ministry of Labor, where again, even the National Election Commission, good. There are certain areas that's all lawyers, so lawyers they can put there, counselors, people who understand the law, people who read the law and so forth. That's why Yeah, I don't know the reason they put in there, but I think that the reason for me I joined it also they say yes. I think that some of the reasons should be that maybe the person need to be able to understand the constitution, read the law, read between the lines, and be able to make better decisions. So that's good. But then again, most of the people when they put them to these positions, they score 0. I mean, I don't know, but I'm just saying though. Help us share the show today. The show will be interesting. Today, all will be about Honorable Yekeh Koruba. All of our discussion today will circle around Honorable Yekeh Koruba of District number 10, Masobado County. The man who been struggling along the way, the man who been fighting the way, life. Some of you don't even know how Honorable Yekeh Koruba, the name today, became permanent. Yeah, all you know now is impeaching, suspending, expelling him. Like, very interesting. By the way, help us share the show, people. The show will be interesting. But Ali will join us. So it's all about Honorable Yekeh Koruba today. What do you expect? Maybe as Honorable Yekeh Koruba change, or he remain the lone soldier that Mo Ali talk about. Yes, indeed, the lone soldier stand strong and still very tough. Or something maybe is change in between. What's your own observation about Yekeh Koruba? What are some of the things that you like and maybe that you don't like about him? What are some of the things that you think that you want Yekeh Koruba to do? Or you want him to remain as he is? Or what do you really want from Yekeh Koruba? So this is a question, but we'll talk more about him today. We'll delve into his life a little bit, about some of the things that he has, but we'll not go too personal, but we'll talk about the politics thing that some of us will know about him a little bit, the kind of man he is, our interactions by them, even when he was not popular as he is today. But again, help us, people, help us. So let me play this video for while we do the sharing of the show. So these are some of the good times when Yekeh Koruba by them, he was with the oppositions, headed by the CPP, the OPP, the JP. That's very interesting, man. I know that's not going to call you. By the way, let me play the video. I will do the sharing of the show.
The man of the day, the lone soldier in the House of Representatives. That was fearless man. A man who does not mince his words. He said it as he sees it. He's not afraid of power. He speaks truth to them. You can get best and boss. He doesn't care. You cannot intimidate him with impeachment. You can impeach everybody, we will remain. This man survived before going into the House of Representatives. As a matter of fact, he is not surviving on the salaries you pay there, because he uses his earnings to better the lives of his people in District 10. So your threats of gathering 100,000 signatures, you can go and keep it. At this point in time, let's all give a very big hand clap as I welcome Honorable Yekeh Koruba, representative of District number 10. The man of the day, the lone soldier in the House of Representatives. That was fearless man. A man who does not mince his words. He said it as he sees it. He's not afraid of power. He speaks truth to them. You can get best and boss. He doesn't care. You cannot intimidate him with impeachment. You can impeach everybody, we will remain. This man survived before going into the House of Representatives. As a matter of fact, he is just surviving on the salaries you pay there, because he uses his earnings to better the lives of his people in District 10. So your plans of gathering 100,000 signatures, you can go and keep it. At this point in time, let's all give a very big hand clap as I welcome Honorable Yekeh.
Well, so we will play most of these videos that we have in our possessions, and today, yes. So again, folks, please help us. Those of you who are joining for the first time, yes, indeed. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning to all of you. I don't know whether we are getting there as people. Maybe we keep playing the politics of the day. Maybe we just taking the entire politics on a very different trend. Or maybe we are making other people rich and forgetting about lives. I think from all indications, I think these are kind of more things that we are involved with as people. You know, we are the one that also giving some of the people to do what they are doing to us. We are the one that giving these politicians everything that they are doing because we praising them, we worship them practically. I don't know about you, but I've been seeing that most of the time. You see our people, our mothers, our sisters, even for rice, they will lay down. People will come and walk over them just because of rice, because of little gift, because of what you may call, because of little $20 that they will change or $10,000 that they will change. And because of that, we all praising them all of the days of our life. How long will we continue with these kind of lives? How long, Liberian? Let us ask ourselves today, how long will we continue to praise, sing, and worship these politicians? So, what you dislike about Honorable Yekeh Koruba? First of all, let me go a little bit into Honorable Yekeh Koruba. For me, I started knowing Honorable Yekeh Koruba far doing the SOD. Let me tell you some of it. You see, we've been around small too, but we're picking, you know. But then we were small boys, you know, yeah, but you know, these names are names that we very, very used to, you know, yeah. So, SOD days, all this time, that one passed. So, when we call about political career, now that's what we'll be talking about here, that making some of you happy and making some of you angry. Yeah, help us share the show. Arthur Mongado, thank you for joining us. James David, thank you. My good friend and brother Emmett Hammond, thank you also for joining us this evening. All of you, Emmett is right there in Mangibi City. Thank you for joining us, Emmett Hammond. Young Paul, thank you also for joining us. Please help us. So, what do we really want? I think that's the question we'll be asking this evening. What do we really want? Yeah. What do we really want? Well, again, I've been waiting for Brother Ali to come quickly before we start the entire conversation. But also, I'm getting reports coming from the border end, yes, that our government officials, headed by our superintendent and other government officials today, they were seeing there I think the Kwanandu border end there where there were cornerstone and you know some of the AI generated photos. People were saying, oh, the people not taking a cornerstone a lot. So the soup and the other people that went there today to verify this information, and the cornerstone stayed there, and they also have talks with the Guinean army that stayed there who are serving on guard or on duty. But Ali is here. Ali, good evening, my dear, good friend and brother. Good morning and good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mayborn, or good afternoon to our audience, our followers. It's nice being here today as the family, as our country.
Yeah, we're good to go, my dear brother. We are okay, apart from the situation that have been happening a few times around our borders. The petroleum prices and so forth. You know, the transportation, the livelihood of our people. You know, things are gradually now. If you used to buy the kobo or what we can call the lapa bido food before for 250 or 300. When you go in now, you have to carry additional money, or else maybe the price may change. So again, that's one. And the transportation also is yes, so it's skyrocketing. Even though we get a report that on tomorrow the Ministry of Transport will come up on tomorrow with their transportation fares. Even though the fares, sometimes the government will come out and say this thing, but at the end of the day, implementation, it is the problem. When you talk, they get vexed. They start threatening, oh, don't talk when you talk too hard, we'll come, we will come for you. So, my brother, so far so good. I think this has not been happening back home. I think last evening we were on the show when the government had their press conference last evening, where the joint security head, the chief of the, in fact, the chief justice also talk about warning people from this information and that information or misinformation, that people will be hired, taking, maybe they'll be punished. But then again, after that press conference, there are a series of questions that have been asked. People have been thinking about what was the purpose of the press conference, because Liberians really wanted to know exactly as to where are we, because they won't feel like, oh yeah, we are in control. We are totally in control. We are this and that. Every day they'll be saying all of these things, but if you check the border, you will still see the Guinean army stay at the border there, at the part of Liberia. So yeah, so far so good, Brother Aliu. And today we will look at the entire Yekeh Koloba story that we talked about yesterday. That today we're going to delve more into Yekeh Koloba, whether Yekeh Koloba has changed or not, and whether Yekeh Koloba is the problem, or the people are the problem, or the system is the problem. So yeah, so these are questions, these are things that we'll be talking about today. But what's up higher end and how the international world?
Thank you, Maybon, for the update. Yeah, we are here. Just that the Legia press, just as you said, over there is skyrocketing. The same team here, the Legia press is up. There are some places you go the pump, you will see $4. Some places you go the pump, you see $3.95, $3. The prices everywhere you go. So when you're driving, you see gas somewhere for $3.65, 88 cents. Get rush there. And I feel for those people, like back home and even here, like for me, all my cars, they are all hybrid. So if I just put $50 gallon or $50 in my car, I go to the pump, take $50 gas, that can carry me up to like 3-4 days, because all of my cars are use hybrid. Yes, the one is not hybrid. But yes, the issue about gas, this is a global issue now all across the world. But we just hope and pray that this conflict in Iran should be resolved as soon as possible, so that we can go into more, especially like for Liberia. Everything we had to import it into the country every day. They say we get reserve of gas. We don't know when they will release it, but that's it. And I think, according to President Trump, there are some talks ongoing now from the Iranian for them to see how they can come to a dialogue, to see how this whole thing can come to an end. And we'll wait and see the 5-day grace period he gave. Let's see how it's going to work. We pray for peace in the Middle East and in the whole world. So far, so good. Yes, we can go into it. Yes, our Liberia politics.
Yes. Yeah, so thank you. With that Iran stuff, let me say this: most of our people who always into some of the habit of supporting things here and there. Oh, this the other thing. For me, I think it would be good that Iran call for dialogue and call for peace, because it will not make no sense to me that you and somebody fighting, and even one bullet having entered the person's soil or their area or their land, but everything your home has been destroyed or destroying, and you still fighting. For me, I see no sense. Sometimes somebody war it just make no sense. But again, that's what can happen with us. Even back here, you see people pushing people. At the end of the day, by the time you land to some police station or the court, then everybody drives back. So
Iran, the only thing Iran knew and they know they can do is when America do anything, they will just go after all the countries there in the Middle East. And they said that they were going to make sure they bomb all the American embassies, all their allies in the Middle East. This is the threat they've been giving. They threatened Barack Obama, he gave them money. They threatened Joe Biden, he gave them money. And you don't try to mess with Donald Trump. You don't mess around him. That's one thing I like about him. He don't joke. If you think you can bring foolishness around him, they say that one crazy woman boy crazy child. So that's it. You see, and today, just why they been threatening the war with and what they are doing today, because you will not touch America. So under their allies country, you will go after. And that's what they are doing.
So what they are saying, I'm fighting you when I know very well that in fact I will never reach around your end. Then what they are saying, I will never fight. The only person I will fight. For example, my neighbor and myself, we can see one another every day. That one can fight you. I won't probably get bossy. But you wait on us, sir. I can reach you. Nothing there. Nothing can reach to you. You living a peaceful life. Your citizen moving about peacefully. Only just running around here and there. No. So somebody was sometimes the leader, and I don't know what can better come over them. I feel most of them they think that maybe the main thing is, you got to be strong. You got to be check. And now, who started war or who not started war? Let me tell you. Iran said, in fact, all of their missile was only 2,000. How can they launch 4,000 kilometer?
Yeah, ballistic missile. If their missile can only go 2,000 miles, but now they are launching things and are going about even 4,000 kilometers.
4,000.
If you say who started the war, I will tell you Iran started the war, because they have been threatening the war, and they are the supporters of all terrorist groups in the world. That's the largest terrorist supporting country in the world, Iran. And they've been threatening we'll do this in the world. We get nuclear weapon, we get this, we will destroy the world. So they started it, because even by threatening the war, this is why they deserve. Because seriously will be dying. And at the end of the day, like, you know how many people have lost their life, you know how many people in hospital under critical condition. We don't want to see this thing. We don't, because we experience war, we know war is not good. Okay. But which another country will just be letting other country in the world, you get weapon, you can do this, you can do that. No. With all the first of all, America can give you warning. With everything you have over there, all your air defense system, they came over there June. They enter your airspace. You never knew till they did what they're supposed to do. They left before. You don't joke. That thing they call B2 spirit. When you enter your airspace, it lack everything in your country. When they get out before, you can count to yourself. You see? So you don't joke with America. You see? But we pray
even
for
to that but maybe before we make transition. Even right now, North Korea, to my brother Sheikh, how come people are not playing TV? Or how come people are not traveling to this country, at least for better life? But everybody leaving, they're going to the US. How come? Sometimes too, we got to be, like, for me, let me be for the way you see me, I don't have no religion discussion only because the wicked group of people, they will always be hiding behind religion. Now, what they can do? They will hide behind religion and tell, they want to kill us. They want to do, they don't want to see us survive. Nah, they have some kind of motive. But right, see what happened in between Liberia and Guinea. Guinea get visa. Check. Guinea not get visa. Guinea won't pull up their name and days and a major they put one of the other officer outside and we see them with the see going where people usually do the work. Now you see. But the fear runner is because of the moral or the kind of vehicle and the camera, but I want to give people afraid. And the kind of the way the men dress, the way they're looking, that's all. But nothing else. But what we're saying here today is these countries that are always in a habit that, America get a problem. America got sweet. You don't know. America get a problem. Yes. That's what I keep saying. Because America support UN. They support all these things, and you and them sit down and allow all kinds of things to happen. So I will agree. But I live that way. You just said that people just sit on someone, you'll be threatening the war. They just sit in one place and just do anything that they want to do, kill all the innocent people. Look at what's happening today. They other, I don't know, the other streets are bumping and just bumping people around. For what reason?
You can't get one country in the world, they're terrorizing the world, supporting all terrorist group, Hezbollah, all the Malaysian group there. And you see, this thing will be happening. People will not come. Almost like the people get a parable. You will throw the old cloth in the water. They can't see you, but you will go to take it from the water. They will say, "Oh, then that made one who saw you were taking that old cloth from the water." All the time, Iran been supporting all Hezbollah, all the terrorist group in the Middle East, in the war. You see, nobody could talk. But today, President Trump want to stop it. Then now they say, "Oh, Donald Trump like this, Donald Trump like that." Well, I want to know, are you people still hearing that Muslim are killing Christians in Nigeria? Send Donald Trump took a step there. You are still hearing it?
No.
Okay.
And another one again, but
Donald Trump every day, every night when it comes to restoring peace in the world.
And another one again, but Ali, is even up to now, why the Hezbollah people, what they really want? Some of you, you're gonna be asking yourself the question: why you killing your own people? Mm-hmm. Every time you hear all they throw a bomb on itself, you hear about 10% that.
The Muslim Brotherhood, there is nothing in the Quran talk about Muslim Brotherhood. These are terrorist people. They put themselves together. They call themselves the Muslim Brotherhood. When you speak against them, they will kill you. Even you. They will kill you. All of you can say Allahu Akbar 5 times a day. When you speak against them, they will kill you. So those people, they call it, they say, "Oh, we are from the Muslim Brotherhood. These are not real Muslim." No,
they're fake.
And will tell you to go and be killing your own people. You are getting the same religious belief. Nowhere in
the kill them. Look at that one time. They call them Iranian government. If you did the job, they kill. I don't know how many persons they say. I don't know. They put on protesting. Yeah, and then when you kill your own people.
Yeah, your own people. Yeah, when they were protesting. But thank God the man who carry on that height, like one now he gone to the grave beyond. Let him go rest on that side. He will give order on that side for them to keep protesters when not on height again. Because like one they finish with him. Stupid people.
And these are the most of our brothers today. We don't even understand most of the words. You just jumping, you just putting your own emotions. The same way you tell African politics. It's where like your politics, you put your emotions. You put everything, you put tribe, you put religion. You don't even understand nothing. What kind of what kind of religion are we getting when another? What kind of religion group is so that you teaching the people good lives? Teaching them about God, but you want to kill them just because they are not dancing or because why? Look at one more story about a lady from that same Iran there. The lady said that in fact the wasted acid water on her because she was not covering or what kind of life is that? You just want to enslave people. That they should dance, they should whatever that transition, I remember. Yeah. Yeah, man. They just transition and move on. I'm saying about AB, but Aliu, let's move back now to Yekeh Koruba. Yeah, so Yekeh Koruba now will be the topic of the day today. I think Yekeh Koruba still to be correct here. You've been active into politics beginning 2015, because that's where I started noticing that in fact you were planning how to become representative. He once upon a time used to come here at this station, come here at Truth FM, have some interview and so forth, and but then one of our senior journalist, Joe Natuan Warner, also, one of program they use called the Truth Talk. So so after that 2017, the people of district number 10 decided to carry him because of the quote unquote a good work during the war, all the things that he used to do and everything, helping people and so forth. So because of that, the people decided to give him district number 10. And from that, district number 10 was in Yekeh Koruba him from 2018, 2019, it became a little bit tough talking. from 2019 to 2020, 2021, 2022, up to 2023. He was very, very strong and talking on national issues that affect our people, livelihood, and so forth, back to back, corruption, and here and there. And he didn't stop there. He promised the people again, he said, okay, after when you give me another term, I'm going to continue with this advocacy up to the time maybe our government will change or they'll do better, then I will stop. He's still continuing with his advocacy. But last evening, there were so many speculations, news that our lawmakers were gathering signatures to have him suspended or maybe punished or so forth because of some of his statements that he made. According to them, the legislature, that he said that the land in between Liberia and Guinea belong to Guinea is enough for Liberia. So because of that, some government supporters, lawmakers, they got angry. Allegedly, and we've been getting a lot of reports that almost 37 of them were guardian senators to have Honorable Yekeh Koruba removed or maybe suspended, but also having suspended from the House. But then again, Honorable Yekeh Koruba last night on the Spoon Network, he said that he won't apologize to anybody. He still stand by his word, no matter what people want to say. But I move back to the life of Honorable Yekeh Koruba, my dear brother. How you see Honorable Yekeh Koruba?
Mr. Kone?
Yeah, thank you, sir, for everybody nothing in the comment. Okay, yeah, Mr. Kone, thank you. I thought you were saying something about, and we're going to welcome.
Yeah, good evening, Mabon. I would say good evening, Steve. How do you call it, Aliyu? I know it's been a long time. We kind of been busy behind the scene doing some other things, you know. The part of the world we find ourselves now. Every morning you wake up, you got a lot on your plate. So based on that, just things that even if you plan to do something, just the middle of the day, a lot of things kind of just fall apart. But let me say good evening to you guys, and thanks for holding on. And good evening to the followers and Liberia in particular, you know. It's fascinating, you know. I know you guys started the show with this global crisis right now, but I got a different take on it. And I don't know, the fact that to have a nation of 95 million people subjected to 47 years of sanctions, and to allow them to just say, oh, by the time you say jump, you say hi. I think it's unfortunate that they have reached at this point, especially against a nation that there is a fraction of their population. It's strictly unfair, and I think that's why responsible for some of this inequity in the world right now. Until those things are addressed, it's unfortunate that we're going to be having this kind of ugly situation globally. God, you know, the environment say, "Ya kuye bunde nyama kumbi fear."
Yeah.
You know, when you plot the hair on the list, maybe that hair would never stay unique. You will keep scratching your hair until that whole hair would lose. So that's what happening globally. But you know, let's digress. I don't want that's America's politics. I don't want to get into it, but I just wanted to say my own side of the situation. What's responsible historically? And you guys mentioned about Guinea. The reason why Liberia has kind of literally cut off to the point that they will remove their entire military from the border is because Guinea got some power. Mabel, do you know that Guinea's military budget is about almost $400 some more million? I mean, how can you fight such a country to even think about you're going to stand to fight that? I don't know how old were you during the crisis in Liberia, but Guinea was one of the most sophisticated ECOMOG army in Liberia, to the point that even the Nigerian could not even ordinary conversation or even a dispute. They couldn't even stand there because they had a sophistication. It's not a question. It's a question of my made rights. Another man looking at you and say, "Oh, but the man I can suppress it anytime." It doesn't make it right. So that comparison, maybe Guinea is doing what they're doing because they feel they got power. That's raw power they're exhibiting on Liberia.
And that's the same thing. That's the same thing to happen in the Middle East.
Yeah,
in the Middle East, Iran
it's raw power that's being exhibited. So it's not a question of right. Because if you tell me, oh, you're doing this, okay, they say, okay, can't inspect it. Yes, so no. I'm not satisfied with it. You got to do it this way. No, I'm not satisfied with it. You got to do it that way. Maybe you're not going to get a country like right now, Guinea, just get ready and start flying all over Liberia every day and you do nothing. By the time they say, oh, no, just for peace, leave it. You don't get plane, but Guinea will get plane. You don't get rocket, but Guinea will get rocket. And they fly over you willy-nilly. And you say you will not do anything. That's just like the submission mentality. Just submit. Anything they tell you, just do it. And you know, then what makes it an independent nation? So that's why I say I differ with the opinion of you guys on the show when it comes to the current crisis that we find globally. Until the root cause of the problem can be addressed, it's going to be a problem globally continuously. And sometimes when you underestimate certain things, the gravity can be very, 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 very great.
So you are saying that, but AB, and we are still on the show because there are a lot of our people that also follow some of the international news.
Right.
What do you think? Maybe in 1 minute, it is discovering maybe globally that maybe that making, because everybody now shifting most of the blame now on America, but some of these things that happen in their own level, that some of the countries sometimes they do dictatorship, like for example, even as we speak, Uganda, something happened quite recently. I don't know whether you follow the election in Uganda, and that was just so terrible. So
yeah, of course, Uganda. When you talk about Uganda, Yoweri Museveni been in power since 1986, 40 years in power this year. And he ascended to power not through the powers of the ballot bags, but through the powers of the gun. He used force to get to power. And he have exacted that force on his people. But sometimes some of these countries, maybe the people got something that they refer to as benevolent dictators. So is the case with Rwanda today. These guys, they are dictators, but they have used their dictatorship to better the standing of their countries. It's unfortunate. A lot of the democracy that we're practicing, not every culture that democracy suit. It's unfortunate to say that. But look at Rwanda today. Paul Kagame being around power since 1994, 32 years. Okay? But look at Rwanda today. Rwanda is the beacon of the development to the point that you can't even walk in their street and see plastic bag laying anywhere in the street. But hey, he's a dictator, a violent one for that matter. He suppressed oppositions, he suppressed everything. But when it comes to election, he still wins because why? He had done a lot for the development of the country. So it's not just like, next year we change this other man, next year we put this other man. The question there is that what this man is doing for the betterment of the country. And Rwanda is not a gigantic country, but the people are determined. Just about the same time you're fighting war in Liberia, Rwanda are fighting war. They had a genocide back in 1994. But look at it then today, like, as if nothing happened in that place. Look at Liberia. All of the democracy you have fighting, but you have $16 billion budgetary infusion into your country. Externally, you had debt waiver, you had everything in that place. Baby, there is Liberia, Montserrat County. You don't have the erection of one brand new MCSS school there. Nothing.
So the point
the question about benevolent dictators. That's
because sometimes these are some of the reasons that sometimes you see the US, because mind you, they are not only US, but they are also the world superpower, and they have other way of controlling things. Sometimes when there are incidents, when there are situations, for example, even the Iran that we're talking about today, millions of Iran citizens are also out of the country, and they are not happy because of the system. They are not happy because the way their leadership is treating them. So if America, who is serving as world superpower, don't intervene, who do you think will intervene? But I want John. I don't want to grab something from another entire conversation before we can maybe transition quickly.
Maybe, you know, if you follow the history of that region, in this case Iran, you will understand that America has intervened in that country before. America dethroned the leadership, they helped to dethrone the leadership in that place, and they replaced it with a puppet, the Shah. The Shah was over there to the point that the citizenry, armless citizenry, revolt against the Shah in 1979 until he ran away from the country and he died in exile. So the question of intervention, it has happened before. This is not unprecedented. It has happened there. That after that, when the American-backed Shah was over there, did the lives of the people got better? Because if the lives of the people were better, they were not going to dethrone him. So, you know, like I said, I really don't want us to delve into this.
Well, so when it comes to,
I just wanted to throw a little bit of light on the history of what happened when it comes to intervention.
The problem that Sheikh, my brother Sheikh Sogona still understanding is nobody talking about American politics. I'm not in support of anything that America is doing or not. But my point here is sometimes the way some of the countries, the way they treat their own people is terrible. And these are facts that some of us we don't want to admit to. Or we're thinking that, oh yeah, America is a problem. How many years? Like
They will say America that problem, but even in Liberia,
people change the flag. In fact, the symbol of the flag, the supreme leader, they change the flag, the people flag, to how they want it, what they want to do with it. Who does that? Let me think.
People will say America that problem, but when something happening, they call it America. Let Liberia there. See how Joseph Bakan do the country. The American embassy can speak. America can talk, but you say America like problem. But when you're in any small thing, you're calling them to come to your aid. Come on, man. Maybe let's go to our thing.
Yeah, man, let's go to our thing.
Anyway, let's make progress. And you know, and you asked a question about the Yekeh situation, correct?
Let me play the video. Let me play the video. Maybe
very good.
Play for the first time.
The man of the day, the lone soldier in the House of Representatives, that fearless man. A man who does not mince his word. He said it as he sees it. He's not afraid of power. He speaks truth to them. You can get vexed and boss. He doesn't care. You cannot intimidate him with impeachment. You can impeach everybody, we will remain. This man survived before going into the House of Representatives. As a matter of fact, he is not surviving on the salaries you pay there, because he uses his earning to better the lives of his people in District 10. So your plans of gathering 100,000 signatures, you can go and keep it. At this point in time, let's all give a very big hand clap as I welcome Honorable Yekeh, representative of District number 10.
Well, that part one, Brother AB, and that
where part two?
I'm looking for part two now. I'm looking for part two quickly. So maybe you play part two, then we'll move on. I think this is, for me, this is the one I love so dearly. I think this one, let me see here quickly. Yes, this is the real one where you talk.
I'm breaking all of your things. You don't want to vote for me to close my mouth. Don't vote for me. Now won't vote for me. For me to not disform the person that you made president. Don't vote for me. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your time. I don't want to other vote. Because when you vote for me, when they do wrong and the way we are doing wrong, the cause I will get it and not cause God will get it. when you want the country to go straight, you got a leader that twin mother, right? Yes. Yeah, today, I mean, Ambassador, we are myself, I did it with CDC. Everybody happy, right? But tomorrow you will feel bad. And we're not loading enough places. Let me tell you the truth. So the only thing you can do, I beg you, you're not a real friend. Don't vote for me because you don't want me to discuss Ambassador Kwaka will help me president or honorable comments. Don't vote for me. Because when you vote for me, forget it. Because when I went to my president, he said that drop on an 08 problem. When an 08 problem, you're not the job we are there. When an 08 problem that you're not solving, not the job we are there. You put it, you got to solve it, right? Yeah. Oh, and I'll put it, and I'll watching your government. Then put it in the solve it. And I'm going to say, oh, that drop problem, that 08 problem, and you know, anybody can do it now. Let me tell you, truth today na lie. So I beg you, all of y'all, anybody been in another food, right? Yeah. When you now want me to talk, don't vote for me.
Well, so yes, Brother Ali, and that maybe any of you can pick up from there, where we are.
You know, that two video today I came across they really make my day. And today you see people from the Unity Party, they call Yekeh crazy man, he this and that. And I would say you are more crazier than Yekeh. Because like Darius, they don't say Yekeh didn't change. Yekeh is the same Yekeh. Because what Yekeh is doing today is nothing strange. This is what he was doing yesterday, during the previous administration. He feel to himself that by insulting, by being vocal, by going after them, calling their names, he felt that what he can do to expose them because why they don't want to listen. And yesterday, the Unity Party, they cheer him, they embrace him, they put hands around him, they call him hero because that's the fearless soldier. Nobody can intimidate him. And this is what they don't say. Yekeh didn't change. They the one change. Because the promises they made, what they promised the Liberian people that they were coming to do, they failed to do it. This is the same Yekeh. It's not no different version of Yekeh. That's just the same Yekeh. A tune is just the same. And he told you that if you do what you will be elected to do, his tune will even say change. And this is what he's doing. There's not anything strange, but you call him crazy man today. This is the deception and hypocrisy in the Unity Party. Everything that you're criticizing the previous administration for yesterday, and Yekeh was vocal on them. And you people are doing the same thing today, but Yekeh should remain quiet. And he told you, if you vote for me, if you voting for me to be quiet, when Kumi become president or Boka become president, you lie. If they come to power and do the same thing George Weah is doing, my war will be even bad more than what I'm doing to George Weah. And you people sat there, you're clap for him. So today when he's doing it, you're just supposed to remain quiet and shut up. If you don't want him to speak out, then you do the right thing, what is right. Why you promise the Liberian people? But today when I see Unity Party people, when Yekeh Koluba talking, they call him crazy man. They call him crazy man. This is the crazy man you were whining and dining with. But today he crazy because you want. So what the love you already get for the country? All the wrong George Weah was doing, you're criticizing him yesterday. And you're doing worse than why you're criticizing George Weah of. But Yekeh should need to. He should praise him, he should celebrate you. Is that the law Unity Party get for Liberia? Is that the change they brought for the country? Because Yekeh is talking today, so he crazy. You're inciting people, you're passing through lawmakers and things for you to put signatures together to suspend him. Oh, I get a very important call here. Yeah.
Yeah, wonderful. Yeah, so but Ebi, what say you with that? I know it's not easy now, the tensions, for the frustrations from the faces of the government supporters, the government itself, and everything. But what say you, my dear brother? Sometimes people put their lives on the line and say, I will stand for this, even will cause my death. And in fact, what we've seen from all indications from the Yekeh Koluba.
You know, Mabel, this is a fascinating topic. And I will only classify the behavior of the government or the Unity Party people as a transfer aggression. The place they're supposed to be angry right now, they are not even exhibiting that anger there. The place they're supposed to be frustrated about right now, it's like they are completely tone deaf about it. Listen, people, in the history of Liberia, 170 whatever years you're talking about, I have not read in the history. Perhaps it happened, maybe in the old days, but for such an aggression to take place with Liberia, and as you speak, your citizenry, they are completely displaced. They are not in their homes, frustrated. Your nation is invaded. And even today, I think it was you that was reading, I think, or you mentioned something about, oh no, not you. Even today, the minister of I think, Land and Internal Affairs or whatever in Guinea is stating that every inch of Guinea is going to be taken and will not be given back. To transfer that to Yekeh stating something that even the current government of the Republic of Liberia has stated that, Mabon, if you release, I don't know whether you have read our release from the executive mansion, if the release stating there, Liberia is claiming a land, what is different from what Yekeh has stated? Will you state as a government, you say your country is claiming land, meaning to say the land for you and you claiming it. So uprightly you are stating that indeed the land for Guinea and Guineans are taking it as a government. That's the press release that came from the executive mansion. They stated that. Now to talk about Yekeh is why he stated is treasonous, predicated on that you guys you're asking the government to call, or the president to call you back to session so you can come and impeach. I mean, by the way, you can't even impeach a certain lawmaker. The only thing they can do, they can expel him for legitimate cause. You cannot impeach. You don't have the authority to impeach a certain lawmaker. You can only impeach the president and so on and so forth, and the justices and so on and so forth. You cannot impeach. You can expel a lawmaker. So they need to get that straight. And there is nothing incriminating or treasonous that Yekeh call. I mean, it's unfortunate that they are making people to come here like you hear to defend Yekeh Kolba. Yekeh Kolba have uttered some derogatory things against previous leaders and even up to today's date. So, but when the facts are to be spoken of, it needs to be laid out. This man is stating what is unfolding at the border. The government is not speaking to the depth of what's transpiring. But in Guinea, Guineans are releasing press statements over and over. Their ministers are speaking and emphatically telling the citizenry that place belongs to Liberia. What is the government telling you? You have a legislative branch of government that the country is in chaos right now in terms of their land being invaded. But they choose to go on break. While on break, nothing is important to them to say, oh, about the government or call them back to session. Maybe you got to understand that when the government called the legislative branch back to session, they need to pay them for every day that they will spend over there. Now, if you think that you have the interest of the people at heart, you will even suspend your breaks to stay and deliberate on the plight of the country right now. Tell me, do you have any record of the legislative branch having any deliberation on the current crisis in that place? No. The only thing the guys got on car and then they allocated some money to themselves, went to the place there over there. They didn't even reach to the conflict place. On their way coming by the stop on the road, they're talking about the more we are together, the happier we are. And it's thinking along the road. And, so the insensitivity there is just mind-boggling. And for them to come here and tell you that, oh, the only thing we can do right now, let's make sure we expel Yekeh Kolba, because it's what? This is a calculated ploy to silence dissenting opinions. You might just be a praise singer. Just jump on the bandwagon. Anything they're doing is right. We call it, the president are calling it, say, developmental gazebo and this and that, all the kind of funny talk there. When the country is literally invaded. So maybe, I mean, it's a sad situation, And the issue of a Yekeh Kolba is vendetta. These guys, they celebrated this man just a few years ago. And they made him so untouchable. That, oh, you do this to the man, we'll do this to you. Literally threatening people. And the man told his position that when you come to power and things are not the way there, I'm going to exhibit the same behavior. And he's doing it today, and you're so angry with him, calling all the names in the books. So maybe, I mean, it's just a small screen.
But maybe to that, have the citizens themselves or the supporters themselves, are they being real or are they faking? Because this is so interesting, though. Let me frank, and that we say we blame the politicians, the way they treat us, we complain, we cry for leadership, we cry for bad, but then at the end of the day, when someone is speaking, maybe talking, and I've seen them acting like they are more concerned about their leaders, even though their leaders treated them how they want to, but they're more concerned about the protection of their leaders than even the people that are even speaking out.
Well, maybe that's the thing. That's why I told you the goal is to keep everybody silent. Don't criticize. Don't say anything in their opinion that everything that they are doing is all right. Just deal with it as it is. You understand? And this is the problem. You got a glaring. Devon, just think for a minute. You think if this had happened on a George Weah, that the kind of library you'd be having time like this?
And that's the kind of thing about AB quickly, because even the opposition, they are not being too, let me say, they are not being seen like that, they are not being tough, they are not into protest business, they are not passing around looking for trouble or maybe putting fears in the mind of our people. Then the government will keep fighting, looking for people, looking for this, keep fighting back, because this is not Yekeh Kolba. In fact, Yekeh Kolba was also out of the country when the entire Guinea and Liberia started. What for Yekeh Kolba to come back and everything and turn over to him? So for me, I'm seeing that maybe this is distractions. Maybe the government, they are doing all of these things maybe to take the people's mind for some of the real issues, and that would not be good, because our main attention should be focused at that border, because that border, even though they are peaceful every day, they are peace. Yes, people will say yes, they are peace every day. Now, one morning before we wake up, now what we heard that America and Israel finished launching Iran.
Yep.
So go ahead, my brother, before go for it.
So maybe, I mean, what you're saying is so true and it's frustrating. But for a whole government to think that the nation should just keep quiet, any critical voice should be just completely, you should silence it. Talking about you threatening them, I would do this to you, would do that to you. You did not elect this man. The man have not done anything. On the contrary, that try to demean and undermine the legislative branch. So what are you trying to remove him for? And he did not say anything in session. You don't have authority over him after your session. He have not committed a crime. He have not committed treasonable crime in the place. So for you to come out because he's a vocal and critical voice against the government, the dog was threatening him to silence him in oblivion, it's not going to work like that. But those are all diversionary tactics. Maybe your lawmakers went to that border, or they went to Foya, because I would just say Foya. They didn't go to Solomon or other places. They went to Foya and then they had a good time. They came back. Have they briefed the nation on anything? The next thing they came at the park of an city on break. But then they call them back only to come and remove one of their colleagues. You understand? And it's not going to be on a charity basis. They're going to charge for that. So This is troubling time. And the legislative branch, I don't know how much good they're doing for this country, quite honestly. The problem with Liberia a lot emanate from that place. People, in Sierra Leone, those guys and they pay them over less than $3,000 a month. Liberia, you pay your people exogenous amount of money. You buying their cars, you paying their cooks to their homes and everything. So it's like these guys, they just living off of the country's resources and the merrymaking with it. That's all I can say about it, Mabel.
And that's just so terrible for us. But again, we want to go for the news break. We'll come back.
Sure.
We will continue. Yeah.
No problem, Mabel. We'll be on. We'll be hanging in when you get back, and we'll continue. Okay.
From the kitchen that was broken down, we are now headed to where the cornerstone is. The historical cornerstone that is known as the boundary for Guinea and Liberia, where we are headed right now. So this is it. This is close or more than 50 delegates from both countries that are here today to look into this matter. As you can see before us, and everyone headed to where the cornerstone is. So we are going there and going to see exactly what's the issues there and how the discussion going to be like. And, that's why we are here. So keep following us. We are on our way to the cornerstone to see exactly how is it like the cornerstone era that we are. So keep following us. My name is Jeremiah Debo, Lofa County Spoon correspondent.
And so today we are here to let the world know that it is not true. So be more now, we are the same policy we met from Monday in the same position is stay in the same position. So we want to tell the world that we need to be careful of what we see on social media. We are here to make peace, and the peace will be done because all of us, both the Guinean and the Liberians, have agreed to make peace. Standing by me is the general commander of all the military, police, immigration for Masata Prefecture. On my right is the commissioner for Barrow District in Guinea. And the border patrol commander for.
All right, I'd like to say welcome again. This is Jeremiah Debo, and we're here in Konadu, the bush where the flare is hosted. Earlier on yesterday, or day before yesterday, there was a picture on social media showing that Guinean soldiers were like all routing the cornerstone that we have here. And so the Superintendent of Lofa County sent for some of the delegates from Masanta, and they are here. We told that the commander for the army, the immigration, is here, and as well the mayor of Masanta and other local officials from that end are here, and we have Lofa County Superintendent Lavela Masakwe, alongside with Kwadibone Commissioner Lucini Dukle, and other local officials that have come to meet the delegate. So they've been here for like almost 2 hours or plus, discussing about this entire boundary issue, and they discovered that a Guinean rescue kitchen was breaking down by a Liberian from right here in Kegedu town. And so since he did a act, currently they haven't seen him, and we'll be told that he's in Guinea with the Guineans. So we also went to that side and we saw the kitchen that was broken down by this guy from Liberia, and he broke down a kitchen that belongs to a Guinean. We saw that, and we moved to the cornerstone as well to see exactly if whether the photo that everybody saw on social media was correct. That indeed the Guinean soldiers are like trying to uproot the cornerstone, and we saw the cornerstone is there intact, nothing different happened. It's there planted as as it was planted before, and up to present it is there no mark at all. And moving forward, we move here right on the flagpole. This is the makeshift structure at the back there, where the soldiers have been for a while now, since March 9 to the 25th of March. They have been here using that makeshift structure and as well guiding the Guinea flag. This is a Guinea flag that is hosted right here, and you see it mix up people right now. Guineans and Liberians are all here to talk about this situation. And having all of the engagement, the Superintendent of Lofa County, Honorable Lavela Masakwe, as the Guinean military, the Masanta region, especially to at least continue with the peace and together that they have exhibit for a long period of time in this region. And he said that indeed he is asking the Guinean military to take the flag back to where it was, and then he will speak with the president of Liberia, and he will pay a visit to Masanta so they can continue to have a peaceful relationship as it has been before. And they are currently in that meeting to see how best whether this decision can be considered or not. They are at the back there in that meeting as to whether this flag going to be down. After all of the hawking, we saw the superintendent and of course the commander from Masanta hawking, and of course sharing contact, having all of the best time together. But here comes the one issues. We want to know exactly if this negotiation that have been made, this friendship that have been established today, if as to whether they're going to conclude with this flag coming down, or it's going to be a promise that we will see what to do. That's why we are here to know exactly if whether it's going to be like that. So we look forward to seeing what comes up from the meeting. They are staying into that dialogue, and we are here posted waiting as to whether this flag going to be down today. Yes, as many people that are here, what they expect for now. So that's how it is, and we'll stay here to see exactly what comes up from the meeting. If whether this flag will be down today, or it's going to be a promise that we'll see what to do. I mean, that's why we want to know exactly as to how it will be. So keep following, and we're going to be here posted until we see exactly the actions from the result from that particular meeting, and of course we can be able to tell you. Keep posted. My name is Jeremiah Double. So folks, welcome. And we told you earlier that after all of the engagement, we're going to get to the superintendent to tell us exactly what's the total takeaway from this discussion. So sir, let me say welcome to the media.
Well, thank you.
Okay.
Jerry.
Okay. Yeah, yes, sir. We are right here, the place where the flag is hosted. This place. You've been having engagement with the Guinean delegates today. How was it first?
Well, it was good. It was cordial. We discussed like two brothers. Like you saw the military people and myself interacting. There was a cordiality that existed between us.
You during your briefing, you also asked that the flag here should be taken to where it was before. You care to tell us, after all of the negotiation, after all of the collaborations, hawking, doing the best of photos, what did they say?
22 countries. It's a military man.
Okay.
Almost of the secretary representing the president.
Okay.
Both of us agreed that we should take the message to our two leaders, what we agree on, and then they will come up with a final judgment. So it is my duty to go and brief the president, and then he's going to also brief the president, and they will come with a final decision to make because they did not come here on their own. They came here with the instruction of their leaders. So I also came here to negotiate with them with the instruction from my leaders. So I have to go now and inform them of the agreement. But for all indications, it's a clear indication they are willing to foster peace that it has been before.
How soon, Chief, do we see that?
Okay, so like we saw what happened here today. We came here as just one family. We discussed.
How can you compare this situation to Solomon issue?
Well, the comparison is that they are all the same because the Guineans were not here before and they were not to where they are before. So we cannot say they are not the same, even though the situation is much kind as there, but they're the same situation because they were not here before. This happened in Liberia and that way happened in Liberia. So we don't expect that they will be at this time.
That's fine, but you've been here in Konadu. What have citizens say in terms of their safety, their activities?
They are carrying on their normal activities as they have been, as you can see. The point is that they want us to know that all of us need to work together and they themselves are willing to work with us.
Last day from my end, there was also a photo yesterday about the Guinean soldier orbiting the cornerstone, and you have come today. What can you say to that?
Well, you saw the cornerstone to where it has been for the past. So that was a wrong information I was given on Facebook.
Okay.
One of the key things Liberians are concerned about is the issue of the flag being hosted on the side while Liberia is claiming. Did they come up with a specific time frame?
Well, I just said they have promised that they are taking a message, but we asked them that everybody should go to where they have been before.
Okay.
Even though they agree with that, but they have to go and brief the authority.
Okay.
That's how I'm going to brief the president.
So, our commissioner concern is this because, as a matter of fact, you said when the security remain here, especially government, it places fear in our people. How concerned are you?
But we are more than concerned. That's why I'm here. I have not been here before several times, but I've been here in 1 week, with 2-3 days. So I'm very concerned about that. That's why we have come to convene this meeting to make sure that our people, the freedom of our people can be protected.
Thank you. People just express the issue of fear because this road is also leading to one of the places that they normally do their farming. What assurance can you give them?
Well, that's why we're trying to resolve the issue as soon as possible so that our people can be free to move freely. Like I said to the soldiers, the two country citizens would not be happy when they have the barricade here between the two countries because it has not been like that. So we are concerned about that. We're going to make sure it's resolved.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, sir. So from the kitchen that was broken down, we are now headed to where the cornerstone is. The historical cornerstone that
Breaking all your activities, you want to go for your program, don't go for me. I want to vote for me. For me, not they support the person that you make president. Don't vote for me. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your time. I don't want to other vote. Because when you vote for me, when you do wrong and the way we are doing wrong, the point I will get it and not what when you want the country to go straight, you got to learn that twin model, right? Yes. Yeah, today, Ambassador, we are dealing with CDC. Everybody happy, right? But tomorrow you will feel bad. And we're not looking in your faces. Let me tell you the truth. So the only thing you can do, I beg you, you're not a really friend. Don't vote for me because you don't want me to discuss Ambassador Kwaka will help me president or on the comments. Don't vote for me. Because when you vote for me, forget it. Because when I went to my president, he said, like, bro, I owe a problem. When I owe a problem, you're not the job we are there. When I owe a problem that you not solve it, not the job we are there. You put it, you got to solve it, right? Yeah. Oh, and I'll put it, and I'll watching your comment. You put it, and I'll solve it. Yeah. And I say, oh, that bro, problem, I owe a problem. And you know, anybody can do it now. Let me tell you, two today are loud. So I beg you, all of y'all, anybody been in another food, right? Yeah. When you now want me to talk, don't vote for me. My job is to talk. I'm begging all of y'all, like this, don't want to vote for me to close my mouth. Don't vote for me. I want to vote for me. For me to not disforce the person that you make president. Don't vote for me. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your time. I don't want to other vote. Because when you vote for me, when they do wrong and the way job we are doing wrong, the first I will get there and that's what I'm going to. When you want the country to go straight, you got to do that like twin mother, right? Yes. Yeah, today, I mean, Ambassador, we are myself, I did it with CDC. Everybody happy, right? But tomorrow you will feel bad. And I will not know in your faces. Let me tell you the truth. So the only thing you can do, I beg you, you're not a real friend. Don't vote for me because you don't want me to discuss Ambassador Kwaka when you're being president or on documents. Don't vote for me. Because when you vote for me, forget it. Because when I went to my president, he said that bro, I owe a problem. When I owe a problem, you're not the job we are there. When I owe a problem that you will not solve it, not the job we are there. You put it, you got to solve it, right? Yeah. Oh, and I'll put it, and I'll watch your government problem. Everybody that will solve it. Yeah. And I'm going to say, oh, that bro, problem, I owe a problem. And you know, anybody can do it now. Let me tell you, two today Allah. So I beg you, all of y'all. Anybody been in another food, right? Yeah. When you now want me to talk, don't vote for me. My job that to talk is I'm breaking all.
Yes, indeed. People will back after the news break. It's 16 minutes past 7. That's return check. Yes, so these are some of the old interactions of Honorable Yekeh Koruba and that of the rescue supporters or in fact the CPP, or better state the opposition by them. Yeah. So we have the videos all into our system, and that's why when we say to some of you, make good use of the internet, don't get angry, because at the end of the day, all of these videos, all everything, people will use these things and they will keep these things and they will remind you about these things. So where are we as people? How come the CPP or the opposition by them, how come they are getting angry today? They are in power and they are getting angry with one of their own who stood up. In fact, that one of the things that I watched by them, I think, I don't know when it was 2023, between the 10th Street, I think between the 10th or 11th Street and there, one morning, I saw Honorable Yekeh Koruba over his vehicle with police. The entire traffic was blocked. I was like, wow. And some of you were shouting out there, oh yeah, you got to land to the man. You got to land to the, and the mess, I think Honorable Yekeh Koruba was there for almost 30 to 45 minutes. Even the police 102 when they back, police people were standing all by Yekeh Koruba talking, never. And until the first certified, you have to leave. But again, that's a country, that's a society that we're living about. But AB said, no one is supporting the outburst of Honorable Yekeh Koruba, even though he's standing tall, you haven't changed. Only some of you who have changed already. Like Ali said that Senator Dawes say Yekeh Koruba haven't changed, only the government changed. So that means only the government people change. Or Yekeh Koruba remain the same. Well, Brother AP will back, and so we can continue with the discussion. Ali will join us very soon. He's on some kind of operation. But again, I go back to some of the questions, some of the things Yekeh Koruba said. If you listen to that video, you're hearing talking about, I'm not begging you people to vote for me, and I don't want you people to vote for me tomorrow and regret for voting for me, because the reason why you people are supporting me today is because I'm standing up for the truth. I'm standing up for the right thing to be done for our country. So today, you are all supporting me and you clapping for me. But tomorrow, when we bring our own, whether it's Alexander Cummings, you talk about Alexander Cummings, that means that was the CPP by them. Whether it's my own deacon.
Well, maybe.
Yeah. You getting me?
Internet.
Hello?
You there?
Yes, I'm here. I don't know whether you're getting me. Are you okay?
I think your internet was kind of a little bit tripping.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
the thing about it is that the tolerance level of these people, the government and the Unity Party, is just very, very poor. If you recall, immediately the government came to power, even employees that could post any critical thing on social media, they were fired from the city hall. So, and during the time of the previous government, those very people were in government and they were criticizing government. They were going to places, despite the fact they were in government, they were sanctioning, how do you call it? They were staging demonstrations, and yet still they remain in government. I know some people can make a reference, oh, Mo Ali was critical of the government. So no, Mo Ali was a civil servant in a position that the minister at the time decided to reassign him, and he refused the reassignment because he wanted to be more of a town. And he was not a special person. Predicated on that, he has decided to step aside. They didn't fire him. And this is a man that went and stood at the U.S. embassy, holding placard and demonstrating against the government that he was working in. So today, if you have the likes of Yekeh Kolba, who, by the way, is not an employee of this government, but rather an elected or civil servant, but rather an elected official of government. And he's been critical of a situation that is affecting the entire country right now. Or something that have been his claim that have been substantiated by the government own press release from the executive mansion. And for them to come and sit there today talking about they want to remove him, it's a ploy to silence the entire opposition bloc. That's the calculated ploy. I'm sorry that sometimes people sound like they are supporter of how they call it Yekeh or whatever, but we are just supporter of transparency. What was right yesterday, it should also be right today. By the way, these monsters around the country, you nurture them, the life of Botnik and all these people. You nurture those people. Why you not talking about you bring Botnik for questioning when he threatened that they will move to this border, they will do X, Y, Z. And why he can question those ones. But there's a misplaced priority when it comes to the legislative branch of government, and the interests of the electors are not paramount for them. That's all I would say, Mabel. Not paramount. Because if you will get up and go way to the border under the guise that you're going to pay a visit, and you came by, you didn't even brief the nation about the result of your visit. Who did he do it for them?
And but AB, in fact, he just said something about the kind of people that they made, and these same people today, apart from, I think, they're fighting hard to even silence most of the people that quote unquote and think that, or maybe that were doing good for them. That, for example, the Henry Costa, uh, Henry Costa also, yeah. So Henry Costa also will bear with them, who think that maybe they're going to change, they're going to bring the government, and the government going to do better. And in fact, if a little bit quiet, even though people keep saying that they also into the money business and so forth back to back. So yeah, that one. And now the Prophet Key also, they have Prophet Key in jail.
That's the point.
Yes, they have Prophet Key jail. So after that, the next person now of target that you are saying, they are just like, we have to be careful with some of the people who maybe before they come back, or maybe before they turn against us. So so the only thing we can do is to make sure that we maybe quote unquote intimidate them, maybe we put fear in them. That after Jane Perfect Kingdom, the only louder voice that maybe in a cycle is on the Yekeh Koloba, because the opposition, they are having, I don't see them like that see them talking, protesting, or maybe doing other thing. Apart from Yekeh Koluba. So maybe that's why they are fighting high, maybe to silence Yekeh Koluba. And nobody know what is the purpose. Yes, what's the purpose of that? But again, to all of our people yesterday who stood up yesterday for better Liberia, to see all of you today insulting, as I have most of my friends are sitting today insulting on Yekeh Koluba, like but I just said, with all sorts of insults, all sorts of names, describing a man any kind of way they want to. But they're forgetting to know that this man has made a name, and I don't care whether you myself okay or not with it. He will continue to be who he is because why? This man once upon a time during the previous government, I think 6 months, if not 6 months, few months of his salary was seized for some time, and he still survived. And more, he also said that, also mentioned that. So to see Liberians who stood up yesterday under the sun, under the rain, who walk from place to place, from village to village, from city to city from time to time for better Liberia, to see them getting angry at Yekeh Koluba instead of the system, then I don't know now where we headed to. For me, there where I'm not feeling that. But then I think sometimes I don't want to blame our people, but then I think our people too, they take most of the things, they take most of the politics very personal instead of understanding. Because let me be frank, but Abi, if the rescue supporters, I can tell you for free, so many things that they protest for or against yesterday, with the issue of 3-day calls, with the issue of data or the internet system. All of these things yesterday that they stood up for, the protest against transportation, the livelihood of our people, things are so difficult. I don't know how come they are all now silent and crying beyond the scene. Most of our brothers, they are jobless, they are doing nothing, and all they are doing now is to only cry behind the scene and be the man, we don't even know which way. No! Come out and talk. The same way yesterday. All yesterday that we were talking yesterday for better Liberia. Let's come out the same way and talk the same way. Why are you silent? If you know things are not fine, and someone want to talk, and you want to come out, oh yeah, let the person be expelled, let the person be removed, let the person be this, let the person be suspended, let the person do any kind of thing. Even you remove one when you get called back today, you came by in that district, you will still beat people.
You know, Mabel, what's troubling our country is the entitlement mentality. You got a group of people that are leading our country right now that they feel so entitled. They feel entitled, they feel that they are more than qualified to lead this nation. So as such, come rain or shine, they must be at the hem of it. Things that they were critical of the last time, they are doing more than double those things. And they don't want to be questioned. You question them, they get aggravated, they get so agitated to the point that they're telling you we are entitled. Don't question us. But they could question Joshua, they could question other governments, they could question other people's intelligence, even people that are way educated than some of them. They will look at it and tell them and say, oh, the man is an illiterate man, he don't know anything. They question their credentials. And today, they are the hem of power, and you're seeing the result of the nation. How chaotic things are economically. Maybe just imagine these people during the height of the COVID in our country. They hear the government responsible, say, oh, the government was sitting there, petroleum product and other things, the prices were skyrocketing. At least during that time, people didn't buy gas for $1,000. But today you have it. They forgot to know that Liberia economy is heavily import based. Everything that we use in our country is imported. And if the international market make a determination in terms of pricing, obviously it becomes a trickle-down effect. It comes down on the people that are consuming. You're not going to go in the world and buy a gallon of fuel tank for $5 and come to Liberia and sell it for $2.
No.
Tell me that you're running charity. At a certain point in time, you're not even sustaining that. So, but now, the people got to say, the chicken have come home to roost. And they got nothing to tell the Liberians right now, no explanation. But those are things that they criticized before. So when the Liberians agitate, they come out now to say something, they get angry with them. What are you talking about? Oh, the puppet trying. Oh, the puppet doing this. But those were the same scenario that what the country was faced with before. So those things they demonstrated against them. They came in the street. They poisoned the minds of the people. And today the country is what it is. You got to be authentic. Tell people the facts. Maybe on Liberia politics is right in the hands of even the marketeers right now, because everything is out there. Social media telling you everything, and people are not forgetting. If you utter something today, trust me, look at the video you're playing today about Yekeh sitting the thing with Mo Ali and this and that. They forgot to know that those videos were somewhere.
The same people by them, though, because you're also speaking to me.
That's what I'm saying. They forgot to know that people will reference those things on today. Yeah. But they don't care. They're gonna tell you, but we're entitled. It is our right to be here. But you people, you don't got any right to criticize.
Let me tell you, but AB, quickly before we go to the line, let me just tell you that most of the people we see today who are also quote unquote acting like they are so that has supporters. Let me tell you, these are people that they put on the field. Sometimes I feel sorry for most of our brothers, our brothers, because of 125. You think how long that money will pay for? You're costing other people because of $75, because of $50 scratch card, because of $25. That means supposed to be on saboting for who? Me, Mabel. I don't really get it. Me, Mabel supposed to be on saboting. Then the people who are saboting and on, their children are sleeping, right? The 45,000 car.
Of course.
Then I said that I call myself Baku are strong. Which Baku? Young people. I'm telling you, man, get to me. Which Baku? Baku that will live in poverty forever.
That's the trouble that the country is facing right now. That's
what I stated. Your life, when you don't start to, even when you tell the scratch card person, they gave you data so they can stop people. All on the internet, you all run acting like if no, my brother. And I can tell
keep calling.
This president will leave us in poverty the same way the other past president already gone for how many 18 years and we stay into poverty. That's how Joseph Boakai will leave us in poverty. Whether you like it or not, these are facts. You can be the best of saboting China. You can be the best of intellectual. At the end of the day, hunger. You don't know where you're coming from, which political party, who you for, who you don't support. And that's the terrible thing about the system. The system look like, for example, even the transportation. The transportation fare right now, it doesn't pick and choose.
No. It's like the transportation situation, maybe on all of those things. Yeah. Like those things, people are making their own determinations, what price to put on it, and so and so forth. Because the market is so volatile right now. Market is all over the place. In the morning, by the time you wake up, crew up is up to $110. You go low, it drop to 105. You go low, that the confusion. So everybody making determination, and those things get a trickle down because the shipping companies, they're not going to be buying expensive fuel and everything, and you expect them to bring the product into Liberia and sell it cheaper, and the importers going to sell it cheap. It's not going to happen. And there are people that reason with those things, but the way they weaponize those things and during the previous government, And they put the people under the impression that they could do those things. They could handle them. Today, the chicken has come home to roost. And people are seeing it. And they can't muster that courage to come out and say that, to tell them the facts. They're not even explaining anything to people. By the way, Mabel, let me get close on this. You know, these border issues have happened within the sub-region before. Nigeria and Cameroon had an episode before. If you ever heard about Bakassi Peninsula, that's the border place between Nigeria and Cameroon. But these guys, then they blend diplomacy with military presence. Cameroon had their soldiers to the point that they even have clashes on occasions. In the final analysis, they came down to some understanding that, oh yeah, this is what's going to happen, and Cameroon or Nigeria or whoever is entitled to the place, and how that peninsula issue got resolved. But for you to get a country that is completely porous to the point that nobody, every border point you get to even see a policeman there, at least to talk about the military, nothing.
And these are things, Brother Abi. We saw our lawmakers quite recently. They went in Lofa. They were there at the, I don't know, on the road there. I don't know, they were dancing. Yeah.
But now they're singing song.
We in Syria cross say, let me friend. You dancing. The same day that issue happened or that thing happened between Liberia and Guinea. Immediately Ghana president said that the military should start recruitment immediately.
Yes.
To build up the strength of the 20,000 that they had. They should recruit additional 20,000. You think the people are joking?
But people, you have a young guy, a little boy in Guinea, that his budget for his military quadruple whatever you get in Liberia. You may get thousands of people in the military apparatus. He got a structure that he's operating with. Maybe that place you're talking about is so many thousands of miles away from Conakry. But yesterday, the people feel that it's important to them.
They feel about
it's so many thousands of miles away. But yesterday, they feel that it's important to them.
It's only for politicians. See, both of our secret officers, they're all guarding the politicians.
And the thing about it, not only guarding them, not only guarding the politicians, but you got a security apparatus in Liberia now that is much more vicious against its own citizens than external threats. They brutalize their own people, they break down their homes, they come and invade their places. But when it comes to external threats that are invading your country, they can't even stand to tell somebody hello at the border, at least to talk about. Everybody run away, they find a way, they say, oh, yeah, move from there, go sit down. But then when it comes to their own citizens, they go there, they brutalize them.
Imagine we couldn't sleep that night.
Yes.
11 o'clock, when we reached 12 o'clock. We
invaded the whole place.
What kind of country are we building? Some of you still moving with this kind of mind. You have this kind of group of people who had their children already outside of the country, living and enjoying better lives.
Yeah. They show their strength to their own citizens when they get external threat. I mean, if you get a chance, can hear from the people.
People, so for some of you who hate Yekeh, I think you have a first one you have to do. Yekeh will not be a spare or as you may call, because from all indications, I think it is the right. Hello? David King, good evening.
Good evening, Mabel, and let me say good afternoon to the guys in the diaspora. You see, Mabel, we have a serious national security issue. And for us to have people who are not serious about this country leaving us is a trouble. A responsible government will be able to speak to the Liberian people every step along the way. But what I see happening here today is like Mr. Baka sees that the country started with him, they're going to end with him. You listen to what Prophet Wana wrote today. He said, land believed to be for Liberia. So what the difference is between what Kula said and that of Yekeh Korba? Yekeh Korba doesn't put him for his source. And you cannot force anybody to reveal the name of the source to you. That means you're not protecting your source. So Yekeh will not give in a meeting. You saw the truth of Tomafara and Bridget Nangweko, who are in a controversial female. They came from over there, so in the middle of the road, they parked the air condition car, Prince with one of the car rolling your hair, they all there dancing. Oh, the more we get together, the happier we shall be. Yeah, the more you get together, you're still run your money and eat it, and the happier you will be, you and your family. But what to say this to them? What is happening in Liberia, or anything that's put here, they shouldn't think that they will be on the plane going, because we're going to lock every border point in this place and make sure we get out there. Because
all right, thank you. Nothing will happen, my dear brother. We are call because hello to this caller. Good evening.
Yeah, hello there to the panelists on the show, everybody there. So I'm Justin calling for Chukwuo District 4, the chairperson for the Concerned Librarian for Justice. You see, in the country, so now when I'm talking, some people are always making me laugh. Because the government trying to sway for the real issue. If you're being expiring or calling anybody to order, it should be the president. If you're being impeaching anybody, it should be the president. Because he took oath to defend the territorial border of our country. The defense minister said, I'm in job. What? Another soldier imposed on our land and even shot somebody in the leg. The open side of the border, that's out of war. And then you come in, you running around and try to play sugar cook the tea. And then the how you call it? You get one speaker sitting there, not calling the executive, the president, Mr. President, what your plan of action? The whole thing we're going, we're not understanding it. What you gotta say to the Liberian people? Now what they should be doing now? But I don't be coming here and be arguing that they want to fool all year to say they want to take the public discussion from the polar and bring it to exposure. That's true, it can work. We're not leaving. We're not discussing Yekeh Koluba. We'll be discussing the issue that happened.
All right, instead of the line to this caller, good evening.
Good evening, hello?
Hello, my brother, good evening, go ahead.
Yeah, so my name is Martin Simituba and I join you from Kingsville this evening,
Thank you, my brother.
Okay, let me say thank you for opening the land and Liberians can hear the flag, their issues. As it relates to the topic on the discussion or your several topics that you people discuss, because there are sporadic topics you touched on Yekeh Koluba, on the polar issue, on the state of the economy. I heard, but I just love to pick on the aspect that have to do with the way in which the government is handling the polar issue. I think actually maturity is what we should be classifying or analyzing and speaking to the fact that indeed the government is actually handling the polar issue. Because if the government said that the land is for them, the way Kula wrote it was diplomatic. That if the government said that the land for them, it means that when they go to any discussion, the Guinea already said that we already cleaning the land. But let it be open that when they go to any discussion, people will see the actual truth. With the land for you will see it. But then I was going to ask for Yekeh Koluba to just come up right and say that the land is for Guinea. You think that is
the man said, according to his information, and he said that the president said, in fact, the man who quoted the president said, or God not create any, so if they land for Guinea, let Guinea take it.
So when the president said that God is not creating any new land, where did the president make this statement? At the Soviet barrier? He did not say any based on the situation.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Let our caller just hold on. Let me just interject real quick. Mr. Caller, listen. What Yekeh stated, Yekeh told you that the people are going to move further into Liberia. Hasn't that happened? So for you to say that, because he said that the land for the people, so by Yekeh saying that the land for the people mean automatically for them. But what he told you also that indeed the people move further in Liberia, the people go to Quadriboni. They didn't only stop to Foya border. They moved to Quadriboni area too. So what have you to say about that?
All right, let me take more calls. Hello. Yeah, thank you, man. Brother, go ahead.
My brother, when it comes to Yekeh Koluba, I mean, I don't know what people always people get a problem with people criticizing. I get imagining doing a World Trade Center or damage that people money. Get imagining a parliament member in America say, yeah, the terrorist rep to damage to attack a Washington. What happened to our parliament member? Yes, America is the superpower in the world. Osama bin Laden, the man was trained by the American and he went against Soviet Union, destroyed the whole Soviet. At the end of the day, America going down. Even slow in Russia now, America trained. Who doesn't supposed to support you? You support people that go against you. Who told you that? Who told people support you? Then the president try to believe that you get a target. You know, America, who is the superpower? Osama bin Laden, what they trained. And they train the man for what's the other at the end of the day, they kill me. So, and they can call it also on local country. Somebody can feed your land. They feed the people that they live for the people. You should be government will pay you any money again. They don't feed
For what? Governments will not pay the man. Why are you talking so? Governments will not pay the man. Are we into a dictatorship? Why are you sounding this way? The way you are sounding like in fact it's a dictatorship government. Are we into my brother? Even how we hear the son of grandchildren, we have the Burkina be all into our land and they taking it. So even if I come and say if people won't take our land, people take our land, that means I'm all right, thank you. All right, thank you, man. I'm looking for things to hold on to already. Hello, to this call up evening.
Yeah, so thank you, Mabel. And this is for the Prince Kolaken. I think this show is a dialogue instead of monologue. I think our dissenting opinion, please allow us to make our point. Because I think you are more discerning on Yekeh Koluba than listening to the substantive issues that we're raising. If you are on Yekeh Koluba today insulting President Bwaka reality or even President Bwaka, when anybody come here defend, you say, but the same man was there insulting, but we're discussing the sovereignty of the nation. You're coming to compare it with it.
My man, that the man right. That's it, right. Hello, my young man, don't come here. Hello, on your show, on your LNTV or your BS show. People don't even give you opportunity to even talk. Yeah, hello, excuse me. Hello, no, excuse me now. Hello, okay. If you don't use the party, then why should you even make that statement that you made from the opening of the conversation? What? Yeah, go ahead.
I'm saying this is why even the Probeki issue. I say Probeki have insulted some Senator Samuel Koga, my Senator of Lima, and they want to take action against him. I will get serious problem because you always what Senator Koga at the time represented the Koga, you are insulting Musa Benete. What Senator Koga said. So now the issue is it is not about insult. It's about what? Subverting the sovereignty of your nation for 1 year.
But what a man said that wrong that you want to remove the man. What a man said.
I beg you, you get no more now. Call him. Then you repeat what he's saying. If they cannot deny, they pay the recording before. That's the issue. Because you get on your show, you say you get please repeat what you say.
Now be maybe tomorrow, but God, don't worry. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow.
You can't deny saying so. They have to replay it before he agree. So I'm saying that for you to agree, and the error is forgetting the fact it's a yellow zone. Then it tells you can't prove it now. You say, oh, President Bwaka went to me, I told you something, and I why something. Are you killing me? Then you can't disobey Yekeh.
So what you saying, my man? Yeah, man.
Should we say your favor, Yekeh?
All right, so you want to make confusion, you don't want to go straight to the point. Hello to this call, good evening.
Yeah, maybe you got other callers to call them. But the Kolaken there here, he's calling. He's from the caller brigade, you know.
Because I can say if you don't win the election, that's why it's stolen. Nobody wins for 10, nobody.
And we'll have that video, we'll play that video tomorrow. I said, and for sure tomorrow, playing that video tomorrow.
Yeah, nobody even, at the time, nobody talking, oh, we're talking for 30. You said just want to see in your work. And what you just said is what they are so strong to say that they don't even know what to say. They are not coming out to tell it that this is what happened, this is how we're going to solve it. They are everything. So what do you expect of us? They're not going around, you do a research, you pay money for information, then you can't expect it, then you get wrong with it. We are paying you now. Look at FBS now. I went last, FBS come out and tell us, this is how they are ever get a journalist for the place. FBS also be giving information. They haven't given any information for them. When you're telling them to go to school, TV and all other schools, they will pay journalists to go there and get little information and give it to the best people. Then you come and you say, oh, you want to charge yourself for chasing because you will be your model till it's there for you.
Thank you, my dear brother. Thank you. The only thing that they can do down there, that I wanted to be talking about. Joseph Boga will go by again. Look at Joy Macho, whole government station that's going to be educating people, informing the people day-to-day activities about what happened. They will go and be talking. Let me play the video quickly. What they talking about? You get called by agree, find what denying what this. Some of you, I don't know what God be God. They get called by say according to my information. I can play that video and listen to it. It that only one that can follow these things. I'm not support of nobody. I'm even let you get over behavior. But you play the video. What the financial quickly, my people. I'll come in or you call it quick. I don't want. Okay, let me just play the video quick. I think it's about
mobile. I have specifically termed your statement because recently you made a statement that the disputed land area at the Solomba border area belongs to Guinea. So he has termed that statement as
so you can so Yekeh,
yeah.
Yekeh, please play that recording for the public sake where I said it belonged to Guinea. I have said Mr. Barker is aware that when he went to Guinea, that's my statement. And when he gave you the tape to play, you will hear me saying it. Mr. Barker is aware. Let Mr. Barker inform the Liberian people that that's the situation. That's the reason why they are not sending airfare there.
So
but should be very concerned.
Are you saying you did not make the statement that the Solomba border area over there belongs to Guinea? Is that what you're saying?
Play the recording for the audience sake. Let me give you the recording, play for the audience sake.
Okay, so yeah, let me see if I can get that recording.
Yes.
On
get the recording that I am saying that that play belongs to Guinea. I have said Mr. Barker is aware that the Guinea president told him that that play belongs to Guinea. That's my statement, and I stand by it.
All right. On the recording, I just hang up the loud. We will play the statement and then recall you to maybe address.
I want to see. Don't grab one asset. Don't grab something from the statement to say, or we'll call about say they play for Guinea. Play the recording. If that even 5 minutes that they play, so the Lebron can listen to what I said.
We have the statement here. Let's play that. Let's play that right here. Okay, here is it.
From my information, from my survey that I have done, that place is for the Guineans. Remember what I'm saying today. Mark this. From my information, from my survey that I have done, that place is.
All right. So, but I mean, we gotta go. So we just closing now. From my information, I don't even know how they're going to go about with what you get going about with the code or how they're going to go to put with all of these things because they may not whatever. But people have to understand.
Mabel, let me say thanks again. Thanks for the time and thanks for all of the callers. And it's good that Liberians are in tune and they are following the activities of their country. That's a good thing. I mean, there's the diversity of opinions, but sometimes when people come to the disco with dishonesty, sometimes you need a court and to book. The likes of Yekeh, whatever his name is, to come on the show and talk about, people, should be a dialogue, not a monologue. Indeed, it is a dialogue here. We're having conversations here. Okay, but you don't come to be disingenuous about what is unfolding. Even the president that you're supporting today, what much more is treasonous than a man telling you that if he can't win election, the country will cease to exist? You think if a country ceases to exist, you know what it means? meaning to say it's going to be destroyed. Okay, and up to today's date, he was never called above for anything. Now you have a lawmaker that telling you, according to my sources, XYZ is what happened on that border. By the way, even assuming the record, Yekeh didn't say according to my sources. Even if he said that they play for Guinea, isn't that proving today that Guinea is taking the place? Guinea have occupied the place? What should be paramount here? These very people that's advocating today, they should be calling on their lawmaker to help the effort of Bouaka, whatever diplomacy he's doing, President Bouaka, whatever diplomacy he's employing, for the legislative branch to be there, speaking to their colleagues in the sub-region, mounting some pressure to see that so diplomatic can exert some force on the behavior of Guinea. But no, they're not doing that. They can be a trivialized important things talking about. So are you telling me even if you remove Yekeh today, you're going to silence him? No. You're never going to change the fact that they're going to call him former lawmaker. And he'll be given a platform to speak his minds. It will not negate the fight. So even if he's a citizen, so you expel him for Liberia too because he
yes, hold on.
If you do it, that's the end of this country. We're not going to allow that to like that. That's why you have to protect it. If you think they will see this election, you will not allow it. Because if you do it, that's the end of this country.
Go ahead.
What is much more subversive than that? What is much more a prisoner than those kind of things? Any Liberian talk about that the country will cease to exist. They're going to magnify in so many different directions. But this is a transfer aggression. The area that is supposed to carry aggression, they don't carry there. But because Yekeh is not being used, I mean, Yekeh was used as a guinea pig for them. Today he's not dancing to the tune, so therefore the aggression, instead of aggression being on Guinea, is on the likes of people like Yekeh. I'm not here defending Yekeh. I know the destructive things that Yekeh stated, denigrated the likes of George Weah and his wife, his mother, his everybody, standing on vehicles in the public, insulting government officials. And today you're salivating him. For you to come here, you're talking about, oh, and when the man says something, and disrespecting President Bouaka and this and that and all the kind of things, you nurture it. Joseph Bouaka used to be sitting on the platform, Yekeh insulting people. And he smiled about it. They clap for him about it. So you got to literally nurture this monster, so to speak, that today he's speaking, and whatever he's stating today, they are authentic. And you're talking about, you say you're going to remove it and so what? Even if you remove Yekeh today, so what? Is it going to stop him from speaking?
I do it in there. So, okay, thank you, man. My dear brother, we see you.
Maybe thank you for the time, man. We'll see tomorrow again. Be sure, okay? Thanks for the time.
See, let me take this call. Get a second. I have David Sammy, my dear brother. Good evening. Yeah, how are you, my brother? 30 seconds, please. No time.
Yeah, thank you for your recognition. This is our David Sammy. I'm going to discuss it for Omega Market and Capture. If it is something, this particular regime, I don't give you a concern about nothing. This is why you will always see them focusing on issues that tend to be always bring. These are similar things that happen to prophecy. Issues that happen to prophecy, people then we get to this from that the people get from back.
All right, thank you, my dear brother. We had to go. No time. We sincerely apologize. We had to go. We see you on tomorrow, folks, to all of you. So that's it. Think Liberia, love Liberia, and build Liberia. If you're thinking about Liberia, most definitely you will lay down all of your arms, all of your ego and everything, your frustration, and you will hug your brothers and sisters. You will hug them because you are thinking about Liberia. You will not be that kind of more combative mood. You will not be that kind of a person with anger attitude. But again, good night to all of you. We see you on tomorrow. By the grace of the Almighty God, all of other things Liberia, love Liberia, and let us build Liberia. Good night. For my end, tomorrow, Steve Bowler will be here, Moses, and the rest of the team will be here. The show will be interesting on tomorrow. Join us. I'm John C. Kula. Good night.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We talking about podcasts and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Qualified people who willing to sell. Blessing our time and our efforts are rest. The brothers giving us the end, the promise from them. So welcome my life with African.
I lyrical health.
Master.
Cleverly, so make you. I can't Sktv venue. Say my journey, Tina get I say my jamo. And you no money, and more yo. And you love
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold rather lofa and grandbaza.
And I dine ya to money, and I salia ya to money, and I wanna play ya to money, and I could do boy ya to money, and I dine ya to money, and I salia ya to money, and I wanna play ya to money, and I could do boy ya to money, and I forget na ya to money. That's the baby, and I forget na. Cause you walk on my ya to money. Yeah.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold rather lofa and grandbaza.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We talking about podcasts and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Qualified people who willing to sell. The flesh in our time and our efforts are rest. The broadcast we giving are real and I promise my best. To work with my life with us, yeah. From Grandfather, Nima to Lufa. From Riverside, River G to Chile. From Grand Crew, Bombing, Kidman, Monserrat, San to Bacalu. From Maryland, Bonk to Mikey B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa.